Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel. Um, this video is different in that I wanted to show you what I received from my swap partner, but when I looked back at how I shot it, I realized that half the time I was out of the frame. So this is not obviously what the presentation looked like. This is me after I ripped into it and handled each piece. So I am sorry about that. Okay, a little background. So I took part in my very first swap, and it was called hashtag Summer Swap 2023. It was organized by Marnel from Mimi's Keepsakes, as well as Beth from Yes, I Made It Myself, which is absolutely such a clever name. So I was very blessed, I think, in the partner that I was given, and that was Dagmar. Let me see if I can say her name correctly. I think it's Leuenberger Swift, and I'll link her. I'll link those channels in the description box below. But so this is basically a little note that was enclosed, and it's an original, and I recognize the style. I've seen some of this in style of painting roses in Dagmar's Instagram feed. So yes, thank you so much for that. Now again, I'm sorry about how this looks. It obviously was packed much more prettily than how you're going to see it now. This is a pouch. I'd say it's about 6 inches long, and I believe that this is bark cloth, which I think is pretty darn cool. I know I have some very precious pieces of bark cloth that were originally curtains, and they must not have been lined, or if they were lined, they were up in a window for a very long time, because so much of it is sun rotted that it kind of is just disintegrating, which makes it even that much more precious to me. It seems I might have scanned it, and I don't know if that kit is in my Etsy shop or not. Anyway, there are some cute little pink fabric swatches here, held down with, Cantha stitch. So that's really nice. I see, and this, and I'm also picking up some tips for my own next project. Turning back a little bit of a hem, both here and here, obviously makes the project so much neater. Oh, and of course here is more. Again, the colors match beautifully. A little extra embroidery here. I don't know if she did that or if that would have been, taken off an old linen of some sort. But let's carry on. Okay. I was surprised when this feather fell out of the bag. Look how cool that is. I don't know what sort of a bird that would have come from. And again, I apologize for these hands. I don't know what kind of a bird that would have come from, but it's pretty cool. And I do sort of have a feather collection, so I'll have to add this to the rest of my feathers. A glassine bag, and there were these collage tags in it. Looks like she uses that, I think it's that, well, I was going to say it's that first aid tape. Kind of looks like that, but perhaps not. So there are these little tags. This has got some collage on it. I think these must be digitals. They're replica tea cards. This is a huge treat here. I don't have any of these. I think they're called laundry labels. So that is definitely a treasure. Thank you so much for those. This is a piece of old, kind of ratty looking music with some texture paste, which is really nice. Love poppies. So I appreciate this very much. This is just a little, I don't know, she's got I don't know if this is part of a snippet roll. Got some kind of a base fabric there, and 3 other little types of fabric, so that's cool. Let me show you this. Okay, here's a tag. I would say that is, you know, some of her own ink work there. Cool. Some more little tags. This looks like, I don't know, is that fabric tape perhaps? Feels a little different. This is really nice. Old music paper, embossed, and obviously watercolor swatches done on there. I love those colors so much. Love it. This is a little booklet. Very nice scrapbooking paper too. This kind of stuff is right up my alley. Like those colors, like those kind of ornate designs. Oh, and this rusty piece of seam binding was holding all of, or most of these things together. Tiny little photo of a girl and a kitten. An old button card, and again, I like the fact that, you know, things are color coordinated, because that's sort of how my mind works. And then these couple of little bundles of fabric. So much of this has been used, well, the prints have been used in the project, in the little pouch itself. Whoops. So that's nice, and that's kind of a sweet idea. Hold it all together with some embroidery thread. And then this, I don't know if it may not be an envelope, but she's just used it kind of in that way to hold all of these things together. So again, some of this fabric keeps reoccurring in different size pieces, which is really nice, because then when you use it, you've got a few more options for tying something together, making it cohesive. A little bit more of embossing. So yes, this is, I very much appreciate this, Dagmar. Thank you so much. And I know I did a video earlier in the process, kind of explaining what I did and why I did it and what I included and so on, and my first impressions. I have to say that if this is the sort of stuff, if this is the typical result of taking part in a swap, then I'm definitely a believer. I think, as I said before, it was a pretty tight timeline, but we got our stuff done, we got it mailed off, and of course each of us included a number of extra goodies. So what's not to love about that? And of course, I have learned some lessons about, you know, how to package and post things to save a few bucks. But anyway, that's another story. So again, the swap was called #SummerSwap 2023. Marnel and Beth were the brainchild. It was their brainchild to do it, and I will link Dagmar's and Beth's and Marnel's info in the description box. And I'll see you guys all again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.